Hey all, it's Jeff here. I just want to give you a quick little tour of my home office, one I've been working out of since January, just due to my ruptured Achilles and not being able to drive to the office. Has nothing to do with the whole coronavirus, COVID-19, or as Trump calls it, the Chinese virus outbreak. Um, I wanted to show you a few things that I have and which works for me. Let's start with the chair first. So this chair is a Staples, I think it's called a Haydn chair. It retails for about $300. I was able to find this off the listings of the Craig. Some of you may know it as Craigslist for 75 bucks. This guy was moving back to Toronto and he was just in a rush to get rid of everything. So he had it for about 3 months or so, which he claimed. But chair checked out, good condition. Wiped it down, of course, and it's good to go. Life moves on. Let's move on to the monitor, biggest part of the setup here. This is a Dell 49-inch ultra-wide curved monitor. Let's zoom in a little bit. Look at the side profile here. Not super curved compared to like the LG or the Samsung, but it is adjustable height-wise and tiltable, if that's even a word, front and back. Now I don't use this for gaming. I don't use this for video editing. I don't use this to trade stocks. Well, not primarily. It's mainly for my productivity. This screen real estate is unreal. I can have 3-4 windows open, at a time, and without minimizing anything and sacrificing any space. So emails, news, stocks, spreadsheets, programs that I open for work, very productive. Perfect for what I need it for. Not really a gaming monitor. This is a 60 hertz refresh rate, not the fastest for gaming. Maybe some light games. But let's move on to let's see. Okay, mouse. This is a Logitech MX Vertical. I think it retails for about 120 bucks at Best Buy. As you can see, this is a oddly shaped mouse, not a typical one that you would see maybe at your home or in the office. That's because this is a ergonomic one, and you can basically use it in this position. It's like your constant handshake. It does help, for people who have carpal tunnel, and if you are on the mouse the whole day, this is very nice to use. And now it does take a couple days to get used to be honest with you. Most of my life, or most of the people out there, I've been used to holding mouse like this. So, moving on, here is the keyboard. Got the Microsoft Bluetooth keyboard. Nothing fancy, nothing special. There's no lights. This is not a mechanical keyboard. Chiclet keys with the number pad here for work. So I do a lot of typing, a lot of number entering. So this out works out perfectly for me. Plus the batteries on here, you do use regular, I think, AAA batteries. And you don't have to change these for like over a year. So they don't consume a lot of battery at all. Moving to the speakers, nothing special. These are the Bose Companion 3 2.1s, 2 satellite speakers. As you can see, and a subwoofer in the bottom. Bose usually has really good premium sound product speakers. They are overpriced compared to a lot of products out there that offer similar, or if not even better, sound quality for a much less price, just due to the branding. Since we're down here anyways, let's move on down to see. This is obviously the sub for the bass and the lower sounds. Excuse this whole mess here with the cables and the wire management. It's been like this for a couple years. Never got around to actually cleaning it, just because nobody comes in here, and I usually be looking up here and not down there, so kind of got lazy. Obviously, very important in every office is the battery backup surge protector. I have my PC, monitor, other important things hooked up to it in case the power goes out, which it sometimes happens here. Everything's protected. You can shut things down properly. Here is my custom built PC that I built, I think, 3 years ago now. Nothing special about this either. It's just a i5 7th gen, 16 gig of RAM, 512 GB SSD. So GPU is the onboard Intel one. I had a custom video card in there at 1080, but figured I didn't need it, and it was flickering a bit and had some issues, so I took it out and sold it. I don't do any video editing, as I mentioned, or gaming, so this works out perfectly fine. This desk here is actually the IKEA desk, if some of you already know, or may even have it yourself. Nice and long, wide for the monitor. I was looking to getting a mechanical or a stand-up desk, but I figured, it would be out a couple $100 again, or $300-400 bucks. at least, and rather just get up every 20 minutes and stretch instead. So not to mention, I don't know if it'll support all this weight on here. So moving back there, you can see I have two plants, two fake IKEA plants. These are very iconic. A lot of people probably have them in their home as decor. I have the lights in the back, RGB lights, which don't really look well on the camera here, but I do have a remote that can change the light. Don't know where that remote is. Looking up here, I have the bowl, probably my favorite part of the office. This bowl basically, symbolizes a bull market, which we are not in right now, far from it, but, eventually one day I'll come back up. So that's that. What else did I miss here? Oh, my laptop, yes. This is a Dell XPS 1370. No, sorry. Dell XPS 13 9370. It's about 2 years old. I love the Dell XPS line just because they are slim, portable, and powerful, and look great, right? I'm really looking for portability when I travel or when I work elsewhere at a coffee shop or a friend's house even. It's good to lug around. It's quite powerful too, actually. It has a quad-core i5 8th gen, so even more powerful than my PC, my desktop. 8th gen. This particular model is the 1080p, not the 4K version, even though it is glossy looking. I like the gloss. It does do better on battery life just because it's not powering a 4K screen. That's that. Over here, I once again have another plant. I have the Google Home. If you do live in a big house, well, not a big house, but a house, and you have one router, it might not be sufficient, and you may have dead spots around the house. So I do recommend getting one of these. It comes in a pack of 3, and you place one basically spread it across your house to enhance the coverage of the Wi-Fi, so there's no more dropped or dead spots. That's that for now. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions or any comments, feel free to drop it in the comment section.